How did CD Baby start?
CD Baby started, the man who started is a man named Derek Sivers, started the company to sell his own CD way back in the late 90s. And he was trying to find companies that would sell his CD for him, for his band, and nobody wanted to do it. They just wouldn't accept it because he didn't have a label, he didn't have any kind of distribution or representation. And he just decided he'd create his own website and sell his own CD. And he had other friends who had bands that decided that they wanted to sell their CDs online. They couldn't do it, so they asked him to help. And that's where it started. And it exploded from there.
And I don't know if I've asked you this before, but what's happening to radio?
What's happening to radio? I listen to radio a lot. And I get disappointed sometimes because some of it is pretty redundant, the same songs over and over again.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about the radio.
But I'm hearing that people are trying to change that, and I don't know. That's a pretty broad question.
And where are you from?
I'm from originally Newburgh, New York.
Ah, and where's that at?
That is 60 miles north of New York City.
And how long have you been living out here?
Since the year 2000, we moved CD Baby out here from Woodstock, New York, which is another 40 miles north of Newburgh. And that's where CD Baby
Woodstock
started.
originated?
Woodstock, that's where the festival was going to be. And they ended up having it about 100 miles to the west in the town of Bethel in New York. But they still call it the Woodstock Festival because they'd already cleared out the posters, the tickets, everything was pointing at that, so they couldn't change it. But that's where the Woodstock Festival is.
And do you think Portland's ready for Hard Rock Cafe?
Yeah.
Well, I think so.
Yeah.
Out of all the Portlands there are,
let's get a Hard Rock.
Yeah, I know. Portland, Oregon would be the most recognizable place to find a Hard Rock Cafe. Now we are.
I would like to see Portland a Hard Rock Cafe, but I'd like to see. I would like to see a nationalization of what Portland does for its musicians here. There's the most amazing musicians in this town. It's one of the reasons we want to come here because the creativity here is immense, and people use technology better than a lot of places. And the musicians, like you can find any kind of music you ever want to hear, anytime. It's awesome.
But I've heard Seattle has a music industry.
They do.
Yeah, a lot of bands come from Seattle.
Yeah.
Grunge bands.
That's funny. I lived in Seattle in the 90s when grunge bands were all the rage.
Yeah. The early 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, it's great talking to you. I really appreciate you coming by.
Bye.